I am filming on my iPhone just quickly because I just got off a call for, I was recording an episode for the Unplanned podcast, but this one was a little different because it wasn't just me. I did my first guest interview for the podcast and I am sweating. So I still get really nervous when when I'm being interviewed. I feel like it's not as bad, but I feel like if I'm trying to control the conversation a little bit and trying to just trying to lead the conversation, I freak out a little bit. But the first episode is with Savannah from Savannah Scribbles. So thank you so much for being my first guest. I'm so excited because I just want to give you a quick overview of how I came to this idea. It's probably not going to be quick because I ramble. I have always wanted to interview people. I've always been fascinated with hearing people's thought process behind things and just hearing about how they got to where they are and just hearing about the way they do things. And I just find that really, really interesting. So I love hearing interviews in the business world and the creative world in that way, but I feel like a lot of them, rightly so, are mostly focused on people that are really successful, because of course you want to learn from people that are successful. But what I always wanted to do was, because this is what I'm interested in just hearing micro businesses and small businesses like you and me that are running a business and maybe have a job on the side. And I want to hear those stories. So maybe the people that aren't getting thousands and thousands of orders, but are still running a business and still putting in the work. And I find that really, really interesting and fascinating. So I hope you love this series as much as I do. It's kind of part of the Unplanned podcast. My plan is I'm still going to do these podcast episodes once a month. I think I'm a little bit over a month by now, but it's going to be towards the end of the month probably. I'm still really sweaty and nervous. I know Savannah, but I just feel like I'm just an awkward, nervous person, but I'm working on that. So this is one of, I'm digressing, but this is one of those situations where it terrifies me. But the cause, it's not really a cause, the reasoning behind it matters more to me than my awkwardness and my fear of being embarrassing and an idiot. So I feel like my desire to do the project and my desire for the long-term impact of it outweighs my awkwardness. So that's a little bit of advice. It doesn't mean that you can't feel nervous or you can't feel terrified and start to sweat the entire interview before you can do something. I kind of just push through my fear because I know that my fear is not a part of me. The thoughts that I think they don't define me. They're not really who I am. Anyway, back to the podcast. So I plan on interviewing a guest once every 2 months, and then I'm not explaining this well. So I'm alternating. So I'm going to interview a guest, and then the next month I will do a little deep dive into a topic like I've been doing already. So hopefully that brings you some interesting content. There might be some Instagrammers, some YouTubers that you already know, which I think is so exciting because you get to see a different side of them. And also you guys know this is not necessary, but you guys know I don't leave the house very often because I don't love meeting up in person. I mean, it depends on the person, depends on the purpose of it, but Zoom meetings, Zoom calls, I really do enjoy. And I feel like the interaction, the social interaction I get from a Zoom call is it fills my quota for the entire week, maybe 2 weeks. That's so not necessary. Anyway, I just hope you love it. It's going to be out by the time you see this. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know the kind of things you would want to know about. And yeah, I just hope you find it interesting, but also useful for your own business to get inside the minds of creators. That's a good title, Inside the Creator's Mind. Anyway, that's all for me today. I'm going to, maybe not today, but I'm going to edit the video because I'm so excited and I can't wait to see how it turns out. But I hope you like it. Okay. I just had the first creative check-in call with some of my workshop patrons. It was a nice small group. We had five people and it's something that I really want to start doing monthly. It was so amazing. Everyone just was talking about their projects, what they're working on with their business, and I think just to bounce ideas off other business owners, I think is just it's so good, and it just helps you stay accountable. And for me, I just really want to know what my workshop patrons are up to in their business, so it's a really amazing way for me to kind of check in with them and see what they're struggling with. But the main idea I'm hoping for people is that it helps them stay on track with their goals and to stay accountable, and that so the next time we meet up, they can update us on their progress, on their goals. So I don't want it to be like a pressuring thing where you have homework to do and you have to do it, but it's more like if there's something that you want to do and you want people to help you stick to it, then I'm hoping these creative check-ins will really help with that. So thank you so much to my workshop patrons, for those of you that joined. I really hope we can continue doing this monthly and that more people can come. But yeah, I really like having a small group as well, and just chatting about what we're up to and what our goals are. It would be really exciting to do next month in December when we talk about our 2022 goals and maybe share what we're planning to do. So I'm really excited for it. I feel so good afterwards. I love those calls where you're on a high and like the rest of your day is just like so good because you feel really good after a call. So I'm really excited for that, and I just wanted to share that is what I'm doing monthly with my workshop patrons. That is something that I'm adding to the tier, because now that I've covered a lot of workshop topics, it's going to be workshops every 2 months, but eventually I'm going to phase that out. The full catalog will still be there, and I want it to be a lot more hands-on, and to do maybe smaller workshop tutorials, smaller video tutorials, but I want the main workshop tier to be creative check-ins and these group video calls. Did I say that's what it was? A group video call so that everyone can talk to other business owners around the world and just update everyone on their project. So I think with a big group, it might take a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm just so happy with it that I can't wait to upload it right now. So it is now 11 a.m. And what am I doing? I need to edit the interview. I'm already halfway through, but I need to finish editing the interview podcast episode that I had with Savannah so that I can get it out early access today. So really excited. Today is a great day. And also I'm checking my Notion. I also need to finish listing my 2022 calendar. I almost forgot to show you. So I just tested printing it out on A6. The text is a little small, but I think it's okay. I might try printing it out on normal paper. I think because with inkjet, with this type of paper, it's not super crisp. Definitely printing on like laser is better. But I might try printing on just like normal copy paper and seeing how big the numbers are. So I did it on A5, A6, and personal. So I finished updating all the dates and updating the design a little bit. And I just need to list it and test print it. I also want to work on 2022 calendar stickers. So I am really behind on 2022 products, but as part of my creative check-in actionable goal, that's a mouthful, I want to finish doing all my 2022 products.